Well, good morning. You're gonna let me feed you right through the fence this morning, huh? Good boy. Well, good morning, goat lovers. Derek here at Blue Cactus Dairy Goats. We are in Montana. It is beautiful, and it's time for the morning bottle feeding. So this feller here is going all the way to somewhere on I-5 over there in Oregon. Name of the town escapes me. Well, you gotta say some. Oh, I guess you can have a little more. Here you go. Here you go. Did you sleep well, buddy? With the hum of the semi-trucks and generators? Me neither. All right, good morning. Whoa. Oh, there you go. Good morning, girl. Good morning. Wow, so you can see it's messy back here, and I just keep highlighting that, but the goats are not. She's got a little hay on them, but man, if you remember the older goat deliveries, or if I ever handed you a goat where this had pine shavings in it, the goats were just covered in it. All right, we do like this method. I like this method better as of now. Well, I see you pooped in your water, huh? That means you didn't like the truck stop either, huh? Well, guzzle it up, guzzle gut. Well, you already had some, buddy. So last night, since there's only 2 of them, and I think the Bessie buck's just over 8 weeks, and we separate the does from the bucks, the doelings from the bucklings at 8 weeks. But last night, since there was only 2 of them, I thought, oh, and he's just a sweetheart. I thought, oh, I'll just open this gate and let them snuggle together, since we're in Montana and it's, colder than we're used to. So I popped the gate and I let him come in here, and he just immediately got all bucky on her. And they were shaking the trailer, so after like 5 minutes or so, I put him back over there. Right. All right, it's all gone. Ooh. All right. Hold on. Let me get you some. Keep this toolbox here locked, because I don't want anybody stealing my hay. Just kidding. Just trying to deter people from looking. All right. Clean water. Some hay. Ugh. So, I bet many of you are wondering what the big mistake I made was. Some of you probably guessed it by now. Well, let's, you know, I don't even want to talk about it. It's embarrassing. Being, you know, given the amount of deliveries to go, you know, and you could probably see me, but maybe you can't. There you go. Yeah, that's probably crooked now, but sorry. There's a lot of moving parts, and in years previous, we used to have a handy cam, and I'd kind of point it around while I was driving. I'd just point and not even really look at what I was doing, but you know, that's probably a little dangerous and definitely setting a bad example. And let's see, wallet, yes, wallet, keys, phone, knife, bang. Yeah, we're good. All right, so what did I do? So I gave somebody the wrong goat. I gave somebody the wrong goat. It's been the biggest fear forever to give somebody the wrong goat. You know, not only upset somebody and then somebody else because, you know, you gave the wrong goat to somebody else, meaning I have a different goat for you. You know, but like you can't undo that. Like with the, you know, the cross-contamination, not cross-contamination, we're not talking about cooking food here, but, you know, with biosecurity, you know, I can't guarantee that the goats are disease-free if I gave it to you and you took it home and brought it into your corral and all, you know, into your pens and had it intermingling with your other goats and everything. Then that guarantee is now broken. So, our first stop in Salt Lake the other day, I gave a dreamer doe named Dolly to a woman named Allie there in Salt Lake City, and then, wow, Montana is neat looking. So anyway, I gave a dreamer doe named Dolly to a woman named Allie in Salt Lake City, and you know, and then I went and did the other Salt Lake City, went and did the Wells, Nevada drop, and then at Wells, Nevada, I filmed a little Patreon video. Just, you know, just they kind of get daily little updates, just little like 30-second, 1-minute clips, you know, just stuff that I don't have to edit, and I can just kind of whip my phone and, you know, and then upload it. And then so anyway, Crystal watched it the next morning, and you know, there was a few of them from that day, a few videos to watch that I had made from that day. And anyway, so she called me back, said, yeah, all the videos are good, because we kind of always double check each other, and all the videos are good, but you have the wrong doe. And oh man, my heart just sank. You know, I finally, you know, I did it. So there was I didn't believe her at first. No way. You had to have the wrong photo on there, because there's pictures on all the paperwork. I handed her the wrong goat, and I don't know. I've thought about it. I mean, you know, I have an image in my mind of like, no, because the goats, these two goats in particular have they're very similar looking, but they have, you know, identifying marks on it. So no, I remember looking, and no, it had that white mark, and I have this image in my mind, you know, but it doesn't matter. I gave her the wrong goat, and I went to the GoPro footage, and, you know, from when I handed her the goat, and I got the image, and it matches the wrong goat. So I gave her, instead of a dreamer doe, I gave her the Piper doe. And the Piper doe was supposed to go to Y, Montana last night, and that's where, you know, so I knew that on the way, and that's why I was like, man. So anyway, we called the lady there in Y, Montana. Her name's Cheryl. We've delivered goats to her before. She didn't want the dreamer doe. She didn't want the dreamer doe. She wanted the Piper doe. That was the plan. You know, she had made plans for that, to add that to her breeding program, and she just didn't want to take what she didn't pay for, and I totally get that. When I go to the grocery store, I make a decision on which aisle, checkout lane to get in, and You know, and if somebody else says, hey, we're open over here on aisle whatever, I don't move. Everybody else will go over there, and then suddenly, you know, you were number 2 in this lane, and now you're number 4 in the lane they just opened up. I don't move. I made a decision. I'm staying with it. And Cheryl had that kind of, she had made a decision, and she was staying with it, and that's, you know, and that's okay, and that's good for her. So I gave someone the wrong dang goat. God. So the other woman she wanted a dreamer doe. It was her first pick, and she wasn't in the drawing. She didn't win the drawing, but she was the next name we pulled out. She was the 21st day that we pulled out, and we called her up, and you know, and she was excited, and when she was in the drawing, she was hoping she would get the dreamer doe, and nobody bought the dreamer doe. Everybody bought bucks this year, which is not, anyway, everybody bought bucks this year. So there was a dreamer doe. The one that she wanted was still available. She was the 21st pick. She picked her dreamer doe, and everything was fine until I gave her, oh wow, there's a wreck there. Looks like everybody's okay. There's a semi up here. So, sorry you can't see it. If I had that handy cam, I'd move it around, but again, that's not safe. That's such a bad example. So anyway, she was the 21st pick. She picked the dreamer doe. She got the doe that she wanted. Her husband was in the background saying, you know, it was, you know, because the drawing was on Mother's Day weekend. So he was like, you made a woman very, very happy today, and you know, it's always nice to hear that stuff. You know, it's you know, we breed to sell goats, but you know, we do deliver a lot of joy with it. You know, people are excited to have one of our goats, and that's totally cool. You know, that's what we've been working for. See, I'd point the handy cam at that right now. That's the Clark River again. Clark Fork, I think, of the Missouri River. I think I figured that out. But anyways, so she got her 21st pick. She got her dreamer doe. It was like a dream come true. She named it Dolly, and then Derek handed her the wrong goat, a Piper doe. And we called her up and was like, you know, hey, you know, through the text messages, I was like, I gave you the wrong goat. She was like, no, you didn't. And I sent her the images of the goat she should have, the goat in the back of her truck with the wrong markings on it. And she was just like, oh no. And so then I ended up calling her and was like, you know, I don't suppose you've fallen in love with her already. And she was like, well, of course I have. You know, it's a baby goat, a baby blue cactus goat. Of course she's fallen in love with it. So she has the wrong paperwork. She has a CVI registration for a goat that's a stamped duplicate of the registration for a goat that's not the right goat. So I had to have Crystal email me the proper stuff, because now I have a goat in here that doesn't have the right paperwork. So if I was to get stopped or anything, I had her email me all that stuff, so I'll be good. But so anyways, we're trying to figure out what to do, and since Cheryl up here in Montana doesn't want the goat that she didn't pay for, you know, that she didn't select, and we can't undo the biosecurity risk, what we've decided to do is we're going to give Cheryl a full refund on all her money and all her transportation, you know, the whole thing, and I am going to Oregon to deliver this Bessie buck on schedule. And then after that, I am driving back to Salt Lake City to give Allie her dreamer doe that she named Dolly on Mother's Day weekend, her first pick. So that's what we're doing. And she's just going to keep the Piper doe. So she's getting a free goat, and that's kind of the resolution. So that's what I did. That's my big mistake. I gave somebody the wrong goat. Wrong goat. And Allie is going to get the goat that she selected, plus a bonus goat that she's already fallen in love with. And I messed up, man. So embarrassing, huh? Because I've got so many more goats to deliver. The next trip's the big one. I'll have Emily with me, and Emily and Crystal, you know, they know them all intimately, if you will. You know, they know them. They spend a lot of time with them. You know, like I feed them, I water them, I give them hay, I lambar feed them, you know, but the black one, the brown one, you know, I know some of them, like the Bessie Buck. I mean, we all know his name, Bessie Buck. You know, but some, you know, like it seems like the first couple of bursts, you know, you get to know them, and then the chaos of the season just kind of takes over, and you're you know, the chaos of the season takes over. So that's what I did. I messed up. I made a pretty big oopsie, and there's, you know, and I'm gonna pay for it. I'm gonna drive all the way. I'm gonna drive 1,000 miles or something crazy out of my way, to try to make it right with Allie there in Salt Lake City. So anyway, that's my story. Montana is beautiful, so I am just gonna turn the camera this way for a while. Look at this place. Sunlight's hitting the tippy top up there, making it look all bright green and fuzzy. Oh, wow. This is the cool part and the bad part about delivering goats, like all at the same time, or like being a truck driver. Like, I mean, look at this. This is so neat, but I have to just keep going. So it's like at this point, I've been fortunate enough to see the whole country for like 5 seconds, you know, out the window. So I just think of all of it like this is just reconnaissance, you know, like where will I go one day when, you know, when me and the wife can hop in something and go explore and hike and kayak and do stuff, and you know, who knows what else we'll get into. But you know, how would you know where to go if you never, you know, if you didn't know? So there are some states or some places that I wouldn't waste my time in, but then there are places like this where you could get lost all summer and never really see it all, and just have just the best time. So I've been really lucky to do this, to deliver goats. You know, who knew, right? Milk. We all knew goats would give you milk, meat, and cheese. But who knew travel opportunities? All right, guys, we are now in Ritzville, Washington, and I have popped the top. We're just letting little Bessie Buckling and little Dolly, little Salt Lake City Dolly here, nibble. Ah, yeah. Somebody say your name? Somebody say Salt Lake, huh? Yeah. It's funny, the first couple of days they wanted the stand mix, the sunflower seeds and the Nutrina 17%, but past couple of days they just want the hay. Ain't that right, buddy? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna let them nibble here for a minute with the top up. Then I'm gonna go in and get a cup of coffee and change, put my shorts back on, because just sitting here all day is getting, just would rather have shorts on, you know? You know what I mean, don't you, buddy? You do. So as of now, looking at the GPS, we are just shy of 7 hours from where we are here in Ritzville, Washington, down to Creswell, Oregon. But that'll easily take 8 hours with stops and, you know, just stretching the legs and letting the goats, you know, I'm I'm almost positive they don't do much standing in there. They just sit down, so I have to give them opportunities to, you know, to stand up, eat, drink, and poop, pee, you know, be a goat. But anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna let the goats eat and then get back on the road. All right, so I'm breaking my rule, but don't tell anybody. We are about to cross the Columbia River from Washington State into Oregon. Look at all them. It looks rapidy. I don't know if you can see that. Trucks use right lane. Wow, look at all the, that is a strong river. I've been over this bridge before. Let me drop the window for you. The Columbia River. Man, that's big. That don't get old. Man, big metal bridge. Welcome to Oregon. Thank you. It's great to be here. Wish I had one of them boats in the marina there. All right, this is a Bessie Invader buckling, and his name is Ghibli. He's going to be living here in Oregon. All right, so had I not made a big mistake, this would be my triumphantly last stop, but I made a big mistake, so I have to take this little doling here. Oh, back in there. So, of course, I have to take this girl to Salt Lake City. So, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna give her a little milk, chill her out, because she's gonna be mad. She's all alone now. Oh, so sad. Not really. You're not supposed to be here. Originally, I'm like an hour and a half from the Pacific Ocean. Originally, you know, I thought about how cool it'd be to head over that way and see the coast, but I've seen it before. Not here in Oregon, but in Santa Cruz, California once, near the Redwoods. It was pretty cool, long time ago, but oh, nope. No, little girl. That's all the milk I have, and I want to give her the rest of it in the morning to keep her from screaming. So I got to map out my way to Salt Lake City from wherever I am here and find a place to sleep. So that's what I'm about to do, and I will see you guys in the next one.